How y'all doing? That's word to this light on my phone. That's word to the light on the waterproof. That's word to the light. You can see the light on the waterproof. That's word to the light. We live right now. It's the livest one. Yeah, now just left the crib and I'm taking a walk. In my new neighborhood. It's really my old neighborhood, but I'm back here again. So it's my new neighborhood again. I just left the trenches, the hood. I'm living good inside of the middle of the hood, by the way. So I just left there and I'm walking down the opposite direction. Don't worry, we got time. I'm gonna show you that hood I've been talking about. Side gone block one of these days or nights when I go check the homie Rebel. That's my homie. This one of my apartments. I used to live here, I believe in 2021, when me and my baby mother broke up. I actually found solace there. But I ain't come to talk you to death about my personal situation. I did the video on this side. This side is kind of better. You know what I mean? Carlin Park. This is like, you can say the rich people side or the good side. I mean, this is the side where SG students with rents come and live in certain areas around here. Carlin Park, going down that hill right there. The SGU bus passes through here. Here it's called Grand Anse Mountain area. Yes, SGU, that's St. George's University, which is down there on the stretch of Maurice Bishop Highway. You make a left on the once you reach the end of the stretch. That left is to go inside of a place called True Blue, and that place is one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. It actually reminds me of Franklin Park, New Jersey. I mean, when I used to go visit my ex-wifey in Franklin Park, New Jersey. Real talk. Now we out here, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen, all the real digits. We out here because the homie from T-Dot, Tory Lanez, got poked up 14 times in a California prison. You hear that? Not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 times. Yeah, Tory, that's right. Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson. He actually has my name. I mean? But I come first. We the original. I'm Pretstar. I mean? I'm the dude who created the stars in Flatbush. Get to know that. It's facts. But anyway, Mr. Daystar Peterson, I feel that's his government name, his actual name. Yeah, bruh. The nigga lifting weights. You know what I mean? In prison, he doing calisthenics. You know what I mean? He's reading books. Basically doing the right thing. You know what I mean? He not scared. He living his life. He in General Pop. That's General Pop where shit could pop. You know what I mean? He inside general population with all the knuckleheads in a place where he ain't from. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. However, this tattooed up Mexican dude allegedly. That's the picture they're showing. On TV, on YouTube, on the news, all over. Like about 7 in the morning. So this was a planned hit. Once this jail, once this institution, and they come at you early in the morning, that means they couldn't sleep the night before. You were on their mind. All nizzy. For Izzy. The dude was on his mind. Whatever happened, whatever occurred, from what I understand, the dude Tory Lanez, great singer, by the way, man. I used to like his early beginnings when he first started, man. He had some fucking hard singing tracks, yo. I was feeling that shit. Him and Troy Ave, like when they first started, they had some kind of like singing ways about them with the rap. You know what I mean? And that shit be fucking classic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my opinion on that. But anyway, some Mexican goon. He's a lifer. That's why, you got to analyze where you put inmates. You can't put an inmate who's going to see his future again, who has 5 to 10 years remaining on his time, with a dude that's never coming home. You cannot, what kind of warden is running that prison? What kind of this? These are the questions you guys need to ask. What kind of warden is running a prison where a guy who's doing 10 years, you do 85% of that? His case currently on appeal because he's saying he was not the shooter and all that, and you still put him where the lifers is at. You understand? And according to TMZ, according to Ticket TV, according to a lot of these, you know what I mean, broadcasters, podcasters, news channel right here on YouTube, you know what I mean, they're basically claiming, you know, that Daystar Peterson got hit up, poked up, juked up, stabbed up, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from, it's all the same thing. You know what I mean? 14 times by some Mexican dude, and they're saying that he wasn't gang banging, you know what I mean? He wasn't on no blood shit, black liberation over oppressed, that he wasn't on no crippy, you know what I mean? He wasn't on no creepy, you know what I mean? So they want to know why this dude poked him up. So basically that they're saying that it probably was a paid hit from the outside and all this extra stuff. They have all the some certain information, certain alleged information stating that, yeah, I mean, they probably wanted to kill Tory before he came home, and all this extra conspiracy theories, you know what I mean, that I don't really believe. I mean, in jail things happen, you know, you tell a nigga just the wrong thing, you know what I mean, he'll come at you, especially a nigga that's never going home, a lifer, he will come at you, you know what I mean, like you might be sitting down in the seat, you know what I mean, and he be like, yo, that's my seat, homie, you be like, yo, I sit any fucking way I want, B, you know what I mean, just that alone, just that little confrontation, just that little interference right there, a nigga can go to sleep all night thinking about you, thinking about ways to poke you the next day, son. I'm telling you, these niggas is fucking psychotic. They 7:30, or should I say 7:39? They crazy with a motherfucking KB. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? We don't really want to curse, but at the end of the day, Tory's father, Mr. Peterson, spoke out with the news media, stating that Tory's okay. So God bless Tory. He stayed alive. You know, God, the universal master, he claims kept him alive in the ambulance. You know what I mean? He thought it was over, but something came blang, you know what I mean, into his mental and say, yo, be strong, you're gonna get through this, you know what I mean? And the knife, like, basically didn't go all the way to his heart. He got hit like 14 times, like 5 times in the back of his head, you know what I mean, in the chest, you know what I mean, all over. The nigga got, this dude was poking for real. I think this dude like had like 2 knives and shit. You know what I mean? But how you let these Mexican niggas poke up fucking dig? You know what I mean? Where his muscle was at, man. You inside Cali prison. You got all this paper. You supposed to at least have your muscles, son. You supposed to at least have your back, like, and when you're sleeping, son, when it's time to wake up in the morning, niggas, you know what I mean? You sort of have somebody that, you know what I mean, that could have peeped that move, nigga coming to attack you and all that. You know what I mean? But what's done is done. It is what it is. And motherfucking Deshaun Peterson, he got out of jail, but he got out of jail brutally in a hospital. You know what I mean? I don't know when he will be released from that hospital, but you know what I mean? He currently, his case was currently on appeal, and it was looking real bright for him. And now that he got stabbed up by a lifer, it seems that they're pressing very hard. They have lawyers and everything, and right now they're probably going to sue the state. You understand? And it's all Meg the Stallion's fault. Yes, it's all Meg the Stallion's fault, because they're claiming that Meg the Stallion actually lied. Yes, they're claiming that she lied. She lied on Mr. Lanez, that's Tory. You know what I mean? So they're claiming that she lied on Tory Lanez. I got it right now, player. Yeah. Yeah, so basically that's what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm walking through the nice area that's Carlin Park, you know what I'm saying, where we have the banks, you know, we have the real estate, we have Rick's Cafe, you know, the best pizza in Greens. We have all these stores here that you could check it out. You could check it out, but they really are going hard for Tory Lanez to come home. Yes, the time has come. They want Mr. Lanez to come home. So from that hospital bed, they think they have enough power to actually overturn that case and get Tory home. Do you think that will work? You can leave that in the comments. Let me know. We outside. It's the livest one. It's Brooklyn finest one. You know, we in Grand Anse, you know, city to city. That's how we do it. Grand Town. So Grand Anse to Tongue. It's Grand Town. And that's how we doing it. Straight Brooklyn style and greens. Like I told y'all, roll with the winning team. You know what I'm saying? You can check us out at www.youtube.com/the Pretstar. www.com. Yeah, excuse me, www.com. YouTube, excuse me, www.youtube.com/@the-Pretstar. Right, that's if you want to check out all the videos. You can also check me out at Streamlabs, /the-Pretstar. And you can also check me out at PayPal. That's paypal.me/Brooklyn Finest GD. We are out here. We're currently showing you the best parts of the Spice Island, Grenada. You know what I mean? And it's about Tory Lanez. And we want to bless Tory, a speedy recovery. This hater got to Tory and almost took him out of this earth. But God was with him, and he's still here today. So I will give you a next update on what's happening with Tory. And you let me know if Tory, his father, the attorneys have enough power, you know, because they did airlift Tory to the hospital, which was a wonderful thing, because going in that hospital with all those stab wounds, going in that hospital, driving to that hospital with all those stab wounds could have probably made him bleed out. So that was a wonderful thing that he got airlifted. They saved his life, and you can leave in our comments basically, what do you think? Do you think now that the situation is really critical and he's still claiming that he's innocent, do you think his appeal would be a speedy process and he will get out immediately? Let me know, yes or no. All right? One love. We out at 500 Brooklyn style, boy. That the banks I've been talking about. You know, insurance. Yeah. We going up, yo. Yeah, I mean, we about to get on a flight. And it's one love, all right? Bless.